Oh boy, oh boy. Exactly what we said would happen is happening. Bitcoin hit the 15.6k resistance and bounced back from it. As you can see, we are bouncing to the downside, we are correcting, and we can debate about whether or not this has a lot to do with the president-elect right now, because he was made public, I believe, right around this area, and I mean, ever since then, the price has been going down like crazy, but when it was kind of announced itself, the price was not really doing that much, which kind of makes me wonder about what exactly is causing this. Is it Trump's tweets? Is it Biden coming up? What exactly is it? It is very, very hard to tell. What we do know, though, is that the prices are going down, down, down like crazy right now, and there were a couple of attempts to go back up, especially here about an hour ago already, but it is not looking that bloomy at this point, guys. It is not looking that bloomy. And I've told you already, I think if we rejected 15.6, if we could not get past it, and in this case here, we tested it about 3 times, even 4 times already, that we were going to go all the way back down to 13.9 or about 13.88, which is still what I'm thinking here, all right? And I'm actually not selling. Why? Because I kind of have some hope that there will be a news announcement or Trump saying something which is going to give us a huge green candle. I'm kind of debating on that one still, but most likely we're going to go back down to 13.8, which was the earlier resistance turn now into support, but we're going to have to see. Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News, and today we're talking about some of the prices and everything that is going on right now, because it is a shizzle show, all right? It is completely crazy. And I already said on Twitter a little bit earlier that we've gone down about -3, which was about an hour or so ago. Now it's -5.5 or so, which is definitely not that bloomy, but okay. My question of today. Earlier I asked, are we going to go up? All right, earlier I asked that, but right now I want to ask, where are you guys from? What country? All right, what country are you watching this video from? Let us know in the comments section down below. And also make sure you check out the Growth Masters Academy. A link is in the description below. But I made this channel for you guys, so go check it out, go subscribe to it. It is definitely going to be worth it. Having said that, let's check out the most important levels for gold after the election. Because really, kind of contrary to a lot of the surprise or expectations, gold is doing really, really well, right? And since it's Saturday, it's very difficult to see exactly how this is coming along and exactly what, we're predicting for this. However, gold, yeah, it's doing rather nice if you're asking me. Completely honest, it's doing rather extremely positive, actually. This is an hour chart, and here the last couple of hours have all been positive, except for, I guess, the last one here, and like 10 hours, no, what's this? 6 hours ago or so. But the general picture here is still bullish, and it hasn't really turned around while Bitcoin has, which again, once more solidifies that the correlation between gold and Bitcoin is not there. Earlier, we established that people want to get into this safe haven because they don't trust the system at this point. They're all rooting for a reset of some sort or some new structure, yet it's not Bitcoin yet, all right? Or something way bigger is going on somewhere, which we don't get. I can't really tell here, all right? What we're seeing, what the facts are, is that people right now are taking their money out of Bitcoin. They're taking their money out of crypto. It could be because of the capital gains tax that's going to come under Biden's system, but since that's months away, right now is just kind of the thought about that happening. That's the case. But I'm like, why would people do it so heavily yet, right? This could only be either because Biden got to become president-elect right now, or at least he is called so by the media. Again, I'm not a U.S. citizen, so I could care less, I guess, or I could care more is the best way to say that. But still, this is looking very, very doomish, and gold is not. Meaning, again, our gold investment is doing pretty damn nice, if we're honestly talking. And S&P, we're going to call about that, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. Right now, of course, is not the time to discuss, as, we can't know just quite yet, but soon here, guys, soon. Oh, this is going to be juicy. What's going to happen to the stock market? I've already been looking at some predictions and some thoughts, and a lot of guys are very, very bearish, mostly because of tax, but also, as I just said, another part for the uncertainty that's happening right now. But here is another guy that has quoted the XRP price. He's thinking we're going to go up to about 26, like we already saw happen, then all the way down to about 24.5, from which we're going to go back to the resistance and then break it at about 26.3, and then most likely end up above it, where it turns into a support. It's a rather interesting analysis, but I can get behind this one. It makes a lot of sense, and it's a pretty positive outlook that's going to happen within this month. So he's also explaining it here. Welcome to the analysis. It's been happening for a little while. When looking at the chart, you can watch the XBUSD has completed the final wave E of the broadening wedge before it showed up with a strong volatile bullish move to the upside, and now testing the neckline of the head and shoulders formation again. Besides that, XRP/USD is holding above the 100 EMA in red and above the point of control within the volume profile, which is a very good sign. The next times we can expect XRP/USD to pull back and visit the volume profile point of control and the 100 EMA again to confirm them as proper support before moving higher from here. In this case, it is really important that XRP/USD does not fall below the volume profile and the 100 EMA again, because this can possibly invalidate the whole validation or formation. And then upcoming perspectives, XRP/USD now is in a situation where it has to show how it manages to complete the whole right shoulder and show up with the proper bounce within the suggested support levels. When XRP/USD manages to build such price action, this can finally confirm two major formations with a close above the neckline before moving, as it is marked on my chart. The whole mechanism can be traded either aggressively with immediate entry or conservative with entry after confirmation. Although the aggressive immediate approach is also possible, here the conservative one will be much better, as it will point to the final setup like it marked in my chart. Traders have to decide according to individual risk preferences. And let's quickly see where the chart has gone up till now. So, I mean, his idea is still being followed along, as again, the reversal has happened. We've actually hit exactly the previous support. Again, I'm assuming that is his support. And yeah, we might go on like this for the next couple of days. How can we see the date exactly on this one? How can I... Okay, now we have it back. No. Okay, I can't see future dates, I guess, because I pressed the little play button. But I'm guessing this is just like maybe the 20th, right? Or what was it now? The 20th or so of November? Maybe something like that, or even earlier. I don't know how to estimate that. Maybe the 18th or something like that is when we're going to bounce the upside, and then maybe, I don't know, once more. How far is this away, guys? Damn, that's difficult. That's annoying. That's very annoying to see. I think it's like a... No, it's way shorter. This might be like the 13th still, and then this is the 28th or so, right? Like I just said. I don't quite remember. But yeah, it's an interesting formation. I'm going to keep it in the back of my head, and we'll talk about it a little bit later. For right now, though, most analyses are still bullish because of the momentum of what it was looking like. Yet, again, the tide has turned quite significantly, and everything is going down. All right, everything is going down. People are abandoning ship like crazy. Check out the 1 minute chart here. It is dying down a little bit again. I think the power, the severity of the downwards move has stopped already. Maybe there's another support at this level which we have forgotten because it's been sitting there for a little while. But in the end, guys, I think we can go all the way down to 13.9, and I'm really waiting for that though. But don't do anything conclusive. Don't see this as financial advice. I'm just looking at this and explaining to you guys what I think. Now, a little bit earlier, I already briefly mentioned this, but I didn't actually get into how severely important this little thing right here is. Important and little, I don't think I should have used both of them, but you guys get it. Financial giant SBI to test XRP in $6.6 trillion foreign exchange market. Okay. Japanese financial giant SBI Holdings is preparing to test the use of XRP in the FX market. The pilot will utilize the crypto to execute cross-border currency swaps, according to the financial outlet Nikkei. The test is designed to determine whether the speed of XRP can be used as a bridge asset to lower the risk of price fluctuations. that can occur as one currency is traded for another, as well as determine potential savings on fees associated with the transfer. To perform the trial, SBI is reportedly teaming up with the crypto startup FXCoin Ltd. Limited. And according to the Bank for International Settlements, trading in the FX global markets reached $6.6 trillion per day in April of 2019. Foreign exchange swap volumes are estimated to account for approximately half of that market. Ripple and SBI are long-term partners, and SBI invested in the SF-based firm back in 2016. And the same year, the pair launched SBI Ripple Asia in an effort to bring payments powered by DLT to financial institutions and remittance transfer providers in the region. SBI is currently already using Ripple's payment messaging system, which is now based on XRP, to power its settlements platform MoneyTap. And the company allows shareholders to receive dividends in XRP and gives gamers on its esports team the option to receive their salaries in the digital asset XRP. So this is just another test. And what I'm thinking here is this is actually a very pivotal part, since we know SBI has a very big, name made for themselves. The legitimacy of their XRP experience is always doubted for, because Yoshitaka Kitao, the head of the firm, has already said XRP will go to $10. He has made remarks like that. And since they got a joint venture, it's a lot more difficult to, see whether or not he says this for his personal gain, or whether or not this is really what he thinks and what he truly thinks of the technology. However, a test like this is either once more because of his personal gain, or because they really want to put this further because it is so useful, or because it is so cheap, or yada, yada, yada. One thing I don't really understand is how they're saying they're testing speed, right? Or that they're trying to get that going, the speed. I mean, all the speed and all the costs and everything like that. So I don't know exactly what it is to test, especially if you already have a connection like this set up. But the fact that they're doing it, the fact that they are, experiencing with it, I guess it's still a good thing, right? I don't see any negative part in that. So I guess it's just a very, very good thing, and this is going to be big, guys. Then, this is something that could have also added to the negative sentiment that's looming around right now. Is Bitcoin under threat as new privacy laws loom large? Bitcoin and the overall crypto market, yada, yada, yada. We don't need all that stuff about basis of regulatory clarity. You want to know what this is all about. All right. Quote, I'm only looking at one thing, and it's the laws associated with privacy. Right now, encryption is under attack in the United States and in most Western nations, most developed countries. What you need to know about this is two primary things. Well, maybe four, actually. One is PGP and every other messaging system that was kind of private. Yeah, they're trying to lock that down a long time ago. Two, they're getting more and more strict with cash. They're getting more and more strict. You can really, do less and less and less with all that. There's more restrictions and limitations. Three, they're cracking down Monero, so they're cracking down crypto. And four is, computers are getting better and better and better, so it's going to be easier and easier to track that down. And I guess a fifth one is also that the U.S. is trying heavily to protest money laundering, and so a lot of people will get cracked down, and I guess that's also another problem to see in the same sense. Well, this is talking about a bill, and why this is putting up right now, or why this is being put up, is because of the new government that could be coming in, and people are afraid of that. Referring to the bill sponsored by Republicans, she highlighted that it would limit and severely curtail the use of end-to-end encryption in consumer-focused applications. The DOJ has also recently issued a statement calling for more crypto regulation. In fact, the travel rule is attempting to go from 3,000 transaction limit to a 250 transaction limit around the world, which would be very dumb. 250? I think that's pretty damn crazy. But here's Europol. With respect to crypto on the dark web, privacy-enhanced wallet services like CoinJoin, concepts, for example, Wasabi and Samurai wallets, have emerged as a top threat in addition to well-established centralized mixers. A lot of mixers are being taken down. Noting that the top question on 2021 tax forms is whether an individual holds any crypto, Demirers went on to state, the IRS has gone on numerous expeditions. What's not documented is that they go on fishing expeditions on a daily, weekly basis. They know if you live in the United States, and even if you don't, they know who holds crypto and who doesn't. and that information will be used at some point, is my belief. I find this really scary to a certain degree, right? Because they're tracking you a lot more than you might think. And I mean, I don't mind them taxing crypto. I mean, they can. To a certain degree, they kind of, should not, but they also should, so I don't really think it's a bad deal. I mean, I'll completely go with all concepts, but to a certain degree, this is all made to replace your normal money, right? So to a certain degree, this is all money that I guess isn't following your normal rules, isn't following your normal system, has no jurisdiction anywhere. So it kind of should also have some free range in that sense, for capital gain. On the contrary, I mean, it is capital. And if you put your hard-worked euros in that crypto, they're still expecting you to make profit, and you still have to make, I guess, or pay capital gains tax from that perspective. But I find it a little bit strange, yet I really understand it to a certain degree as well. And of course, I'll go with any rules that they put up on us. I mean, you can't really argue with that. You can't really go against the government, so I'm not going to try that type of stuff. I know it's sad, and I know with Biden coming in, the taxes will most likely be a lot higher for U.S. citizens anyway. But it's the way that things go, all right? It's the way that things go, and together with the ongoing just investigations in your freaking money and in your stuff, I don't really like where everything is heading right now. But again, what can you do about it? Not that much. Okay, guys, I want to end it right here so I don't ramble on for too long. Hopefully you learned something new. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I guess you're thinking with me here about what's going to happen to crypto. I think we're still going to be going down, though. It is looking like it. I hope we don't, but for right now, I think that's going to be happening. However, don't be frightened. Don't worry. If we go down hard, there is more to gain from it in the end, as we'll buy and we'll rebound eventually anyway. So I don't really worry too much about it. It's just kind of a hurdle for right now.